Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one is basically just an excuse for me to go to Trader Joe's and spend a bunch of money. And I had a lot of fun. I want to do more grocery store themed videos on this channel, so look forward to that. This one might come off a little bit unorganized, and that's because it is. Because I went to Trader Joe's the first time, it was too late in the day and they were out of a lot of stuff. So I ended up filming the grocery haul with what I got at the time, and then I went back and got more stuff and forgot to film another grocery haul with it. So, I think you'll follow along okay, but just, bear with me a little. And thanks for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy it. Starting off strong with one of the most iconic Trader Joe's products, especially for vegans, but also in general, vegan kale, cashew, and basil pesto. Trader Joe's did a consumer choice awards thing where they had people vote for their favorite products in different categories. This won best vegetarian / vegan product. Honestly, I think it's time that we discuss the impact that this kale cashew pesto has had on the vegan movement in general. The amount of times that I've seen people use this that aren't vegan, and just the other day I saw a girl use it in a breakfast sandwich that had like turkey in it or whatever. One of the comments was like, why are you using vegan pesto if you're gonna put turkey on the sandwich? And the girl was like, oh, it's not just for vegans, like it's just really good. And I was like, there you go, we need more products like this. Trader Joe's discontinues a lot of products, and I feel like I've seen a lot of specifically vegan products go. If it's like vegan, it's already niche, and if the product itself, like the salmon-esque spread, I could see that going pretty soon. But this has stuck around for so long because it's just good, and they don't even feel the need to make like a non-vegan counterpart to it. Every time I get it, I feel like kind of like guilty, like it's too good, like I like don't deserve it, like I really need to like appreciate it if I buy it, because it's like a special moment, I tried to get all the things that won the Consumer Choice Award that were vegan, which was only 3 things, I think. I got some of these rolled tortilla corn chips, chili and lime, which I'm assuming are basically Trader Joe's version of Takis. Less nuclear, more natural or healthy. These are accidentally vegan and they won best snack, but they also won best product overall, which is kind of surprising. I don't see how that seems wrong, like a little snack like this. People really love them, I guess. They're really good though. Okay, yeah, these are really good. I can see why they won the snack category. I really like these. The chip itself has like a good texture. Feels like hearty. I would definitely get these again. I'm still surprised they would win overall. Like, that just doesn't seem right. But then again, bananas, like just plain bananas, won for like best produce item. Just bananas. So I just don't really know how to feel about the Consumer Choice Awards. I also got these oat chocolate bars, which are at the checkout, which I've never bought before, but I've thought about it several times. It says there's 5 bars in here in this little box. It's so weird. Like, they could have just made a chocolate bar. Oh, 3. Okay, 3 little bars. That's so weird. So you and your little non-dairy friends can have a little oat bar. I want to try one right now. Very cute. They did have an almond milk bar, didn't they? Which I tried and I remembered liking. So yeah, now they have this. I wonder if the almond milk bar is still going though. That's very good. I really like that. Whenever it feels like people don't get it that we're onto oat milk now, they're still making like almond milk products and like cashew milk, coconut milk, and we're all like praying for oat products, Trader Joe's knows. Trader Joe's is on top of it. Trader Joe's knows that oat is in and they're making all these oat products. That is so good. These would be so good for stocking stuffers. I want to try all of Trader Joe's own dairy alternatives, give my review. So I got a creamy cashew yogurt. Again, with the cashew yogurt, they know what is in and what is not. I mean, no one drinks cashew milk, but like cashew ice cream, cashew cream, cashew pesto, cashew yogurt. Cashew doesn't feel like a word anymore. Oh, it has coconut in it too though. Okay, well that's fine. Okay, so the yogurt, I thought it was good, but it's quite runny. For yogurt, I feel like the consistency is kind of too liquidy in my opinion. It's not cheap though. I mean, it's pretty standard for vegan yogurt, but I usually expect Trader Joe's alternatives to be cheaper than I would find somewhere else. And I love this peanut butter protein granola. It's so good. It's only $3.99, which is not bad for like a special, protein granola. I feel like that would be like $5 or $6 at other stores. I recommend Trader Joe's cereal and granola selection. It's quite good and generally affordable, I feel like, for the value you get. I got an oat creamer. I really wanted to try this brown sugar oat creamer because I always wanted to try different flavored creamers, and I would love to make a boba with it. You know, black tea boba sounds good. I've never had a brown sugar flavored creamer before. All right, so the boba kit. I actually thought that it came with like a milk tea too, so I was really surprised that it was vegan and I was really excited about it. But no, all it comes with is the actual boba in like little packets, and it comes with paper straws. And at first I was like, that's so silly, like why would they put straws in it? Like people would just use their own straws. But then I realized it's because you need specifically boba straws, and not everyone has those. So then I get it now. Like that doesn't seem like that much boba, but I guess we'll see. It's not even like a striped paper straw, come on. It's not even like a cute one. Carefully cut open corner of pouch, place pouch upright in a microwave safe cup. Heat on high power for 45 seconds or until contents are heated through. I don't really know how big of a corner you're supposed to cut. I only cut a little, and I'm gonna put it in this cup. Add ice and milk or your beverage of choice. I made tea for this that I'm like cooling down now. So yeah, it seems like a lot of syrup, and I feel like the bobas might be kind of small. Look at all that liquid. So we pour this into the cup. And they are quite small bobas, actually. Ice. Oh, you know what? I just realized I was planning on using the brown sugar creamer for this, but since it's got its own like brown sugar syrup, it'd probably be way too sweet if I added that too, right? Like I was thinking brown sugar creamer would be perfect for brown sugar boba, but this might be already really sweet. So I'm gonna use a little. I'll use a little creamer. I have some tea. It's just in here because I was cooling it down. I tried to make it really concentrated so that it wouldn't get watered down. So I'm gonna pour it in my best that I can. And let's put all the tea. Let's put all the tea in there. And then some creamer, just a little. Then some oat milk. For the authentic Trader Joe's boba kit experience, I have to use their paper straw. Oh my god, their paper straw doesn't even have a point. Isn't that the point? You need the point to, it helps you like get the bobas in the corners. And the straw is just long enough. And I'm gonna stir it together. Hopefully it's not disgustingly sweet. This looks super good. I'm very excited. I mean, it's a decent amount of boba, I guess. Like, okay, that's delicious. For me, I think the boba's like cooked perfectly. This is so good. I made it really good this time because I made really strong black tea in the French press. It was like a cup of tea leaves to 3 cups of water. That sounds insane, doesn't it? But that's what it was. Because you dilute it with so much, like with ice and milk and stuff. And it's not too sweet. This is like perfect for me. Just wish they were bigger bobas. So right now, Trader Joe's has vegan feta, vegan cheddar style slices, mozzarella style shreds, okay, and shredded Parmesan. I didn't really care to get the feta because I don't know anything about feta. My opinion of it means nothing. I've only had feta like once when I was a child because I went vegan young, for those who don't know. So I figured you guys can just comment your opinions of it. Let me know what you think of it. So I want to make a sandwich with the cheddar cheese, and I want to make pizza for sure and put both of these on it. Maybe put Parmesan on a pasta even, or salad or something. I feel like I've had both of these, but I don't really remember them. Trader Joe's used to have a different mozzarella cheese that people did not like. I remember I had it once and it was just really gummy. At the time, it was like the worst vegan cheese that I'd had, so I was like, wow, that's really disappointing. But they changed their recipe a while back and it's a lot better now. And then I also got the spinach and cashew ravioli, which I'm very excited about. I've definitely never had this, and I don't know if I've heard anyone's opinion of it, so I'm excited to try it. They look good. They're probably good, honestly. I don't know. Sometimes I can just like feel it. You know, I feel it in my bones, in my jellies. So here I'm boiling my raviolis. I was trying to be very gentle while I was stirring them, but 1 or 2 of them still broke and the filling kind of like spilled out into the water, and it makes the water all like murky and stuff. I also cooked my spinach really quickly in the water before I added it to the ravioli also. Added my pesto to it, mix it all around, and I also added some of the Trader Joe's vegan parm. You know, there's not a lot of vegan Parmesan out there, and the other one, I think it's Follow Your Heart Parmesan cheese. Whenever I see it, it's super expensive, so I think this one is it's a good deal, and it seems similar to the Follow Your Heart one in my opinion. And this was delicious. I like the filling of this ravioli a lot. It's not super cheap considering how it's like less than 2 servings in the container, but it's good. So I don't know. I also got this pack of ready veggies. I feel like Trader Joe's has really good prepped vegetables, you know, like if you're gonna make a salad, you should go to Trader Joe's if you're vegan and you want to make salad. And it has broccoli, Brussels sprouts, red cabbage, kale, carrots, and snow peas. So it seems like it'd be good for like a stir fry kind of thing, something like that. I like how it has Brussels sprouts in it and they're like cut up. Just looks good. I decided to make a stir fry because I thought that sounded good, and it's all cut very thinly, so I felt like it would stir fry well. I just added some oil and few seasonings. I added this mushroom seasoning that I love and put on everything. I also added garlic powder, onion powder, ginger. After they cooked a little more, I added some soy sauce. Stirring it up, I just stir fry until there's a bit of a charredness. Okay, I'm no expert, I'm just saying what I did, and then I put them to the side. And now I'm making the chickenless mandarin orange morsels, which is just such a choice for a name. Morsels, I don't know if that word should ever be used to describe food, but they did it. Trader Joe's did it. The fact that they're called morsels though makes me imagine more of a rounded shape, which I wish they had. I don't really love when vegan meat is in this little nugget form, you know. I feel like it's hard to stir fry or just fry in a pan because you have to like flip each one over to make sure it's cooked well, you know. If they were more rounded, you could stir them up more easily and get them, you know, browned on each side all around easier. Do we agree on this? Like, am I speaking truth right now or nonsense? I got 2 bags of vegetable gyozas. So some of the things in this video that I'm going to talk about are like things I've never tried before that I want to try for you guys, and then other things are just like things that are tried and true that I love. Recommendation for you, the vegetable gyozas from Trader Joe's. If you just need something to like add to meals or whatever to make them more filling, or if you're just someone who likes gyozas. And what I really was excited about, vegan ranch crunch salad mix. I've never bought a salad mix or a salad kit in my life because they're usually not vegan. I don't feel like reading the ingredients in these things, you know? And if I was gonna make a salad, I feel like I would just make it, you know, I would just make it. But anything that has the word vegan on it, I'm always tempted to buy it just to support it. The fact that it's vegan ranch is kind of exciting. It has green onions in it. I love when salads have green onions. Green cabbage, romaine lettuce, crispy fried onions, ooh, roasted sunflower kernels, kale, red cabbage, carrots, green onions with a vegan ranch dressing. Like, that sounds good. It's just good to have things like this. Another like iconic product, their pizza dough. I got both of them. I just love Trader Joe's packaging. Like, they may not be perfect. They have their pros and cons just like any other grocery store, but like vibes wise, Trader Joe's always wins. Yeah, so these are really cheap. I feel like it's like $1.50 for each. I had these before, but not for a long time because I usually make my own pizza doughs, but obviously like sometimes you don't have time. But a lot of the pre-made doughs from the grocery store, like pre-cooked or like partially cooked, honestly suck. You might as well just make something else. Like, it's not even gonna be pizza at that point. So I bought both of the different flavors, the plain and the garlic and herb. I wanted to make a pizza with the plain one and then breadsticks with the garlic and herb one, because I think that would be fun. So, woo! Pizza, breadsticks, and salad night. Very exciting. I was excited for this dinner. It's like a real pizza restaurant experience. They always have breadsticks, they always have salad on the menu, you know. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And I remembered to let the Trader Joe's doughs sit out for a half hour before using them to let them rise, but they didn't rise at all. And I know this because I filmed them when I set them down and also when the 30 minutes was up, and they didn't change in size at all. So I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know if my apartment's too cold or if it was because they were on the day of expiration, but I am rolling my breadsticks up, and I have never done this before and I struggled a lot. I don't have the technique for this, I guess. And they also kind of look like giant like maggots or worms or something. And I hate that, but you know, love breadsticks. I didn't want to like brush them each with olive oil. I didn't feel like getting out my pastry brush. I also don't really know where it is. So I just poured some olive oil in a baking sheet and I just kind of rolled them around in it. Okay. And now we're moving on to the pizza. I'm using Trader Joe's olives, Trader Joe's vegan bolognese style pasta sauce, Trader Joe's mozzarella style shreds. I'm also using the vegan ranch crunch salad kit, which I was very excited about. So yeah, it comes with a vegan ranch and it comes with a little crunch thing that has like seeds and some fried onion things in it or whatever. I just like put it together but didn't mix it up yet because I didn't want the lettuce to get soggy, you know. And then I'm putting together the pizza. The bolognese sauce, I was very excited to use it. I thought it was a great option for making pizza because it already has a vegan meat mixed into it. Usually if you want to put meat on a pizza, you should like cook it on the side before you put it on the pizza. So I thought, oh, this is nice. It's already in the sauce. You know, you don't have to cook it on the side and get another pan dirty. But unfortunately, I don't like it. It tastes like SpaghettiOs to me. To be fair, it's not made for pizza, but to me, I wouldn't want it on a pasta either. Like, it just tastes like a soup. It tastes like a SpaghettiOs. You let me know what you guys think of it. I still enjoyed the pizza. It's not bad, you know, but you'll see what I use it for, what idea I had for it. Later on in this video. The breadsticks turned out great. I did unfortunately burn them a little because my apartment's oven sucks. And also the salad is delicious. I would definitely buy that again. I would definitely bring it somewhere. I think anyone would like it also. In a recent video or Instagram post, I don't know, I talked about how chocolate chips seem like they've gotten so expensive lately. Someone said that the Trader Joe's one are a decent price and that they're vegan, and it made me realize that I've never thought to buy chocolate chips from Trader Joe's. I didn't even see the like standard chocolate chips, but I saw these chocolate chunks. Not like it's incredibly cheap, you know, but that's like what I expect to spend on chocolate chips. But lately I've been seeing bags of chocolate chips this size for like $5 or more. I got these sliced Korean rice cakes, which I don't think I've heard anything about from other people, but I wanted to try them. I have some like gochujang and gochugaru. I have to look at what else you need to like make rice cakes from scratch, you know, but I have some Korean cooking items, so maybe I can make it myself and then maybe add some ramen to it or something and have like that sort of thing. Ramen rice cake feast. But okay, so I just said that I wanted to make the gochujang, gochugaru, like typical red spicy rice cakes, you know? But I just made that for a different video, which I'll upload in a few weeks. So I wanted to try what I've seen is like the traditional sauce that they would use for tteokbokki. A much more like mild, it's like not even spicy. I'll put the recipe in the description and like the substitutions that I use. But it's basically like a soy sauce, sesame oil, slightly sweet type of sauce. I really, really like it. It just has like a perfect like simple but really, really comforting vibe. Like I would really enjoy this if I was sick. And the rice cakes will like thicken up the sauce while you're cooking it, so it's like a gravy almost. It's so good. And I just used what veggies I had around, so basically carrots. I also added some spinach and silken tofu. This was just delicious and really, really easy. I would highly recommend this if you're afraid of the spice levels of the typical like red tteokbokki, you know? I mean, I would recommend both, but this one, if you don't do spicy, you know? I don't have any other sliced rice cakes to compare the Trader Joe's ones to, but for me personally, I don't prefer the sliced form to the like tube form. I feel like the sliced rice cakes, it's like not as fun to chew on personally. And I also don't know that it's necessarily like as good of a deal as you would find at like an Asian grocery store, but if you're at Trader Joe's and you want to try them, they cook really fast. They're easy to just throw into whatever if you're making ramen or something. So it's a fun buy, but you know, I don't think it's something you need to get. And then I also got some of their hash browns. I've seen people raving about Trader Joe's frozen hash browns, and I've been wanting to buy frozen hash browns for a while because I want to do things with them, such as putting them in like breakfast sandwiches or breakfast burritos or whatever, just when you need like potatoes in something, but you don't want to like make potatoes and fry them and everything. You can just take one of these and toast it up. Okay, so we are executing an idea that I've had for a while. You know, I'm just always looking for new ways to use my air fryer. I love my air fryer. Making a little breakfast bowl. So I'm ripping up 2 hash browns into my bowl and also some leftover tofu I had. I thought the tofu would kind of be like an eggy texture in there, you know, like if you had a breakfast bowl that had like potatoes and eggs and veggies and stuff I also put some bell pepper, and I'm just ripping everything up. Did you know that? You can just rip up a bell pepper. They're very easy to rip up. You don't have to cut it unless you want it to look nice, but that's not, you know. Anyways, I also put some of the Trader Joe's soy riso in there, which is now my favorite vegan soy riso, or, you know, soy riso. And it's a great value for what you get. I added some seasonings to it and olive oil, and then put it all in the air fryer. And I don't remember how long I cooked it for, but you know, you do you based on your air fryer and how much you put in. But I just kept checking it until it seemed like everything was cooked and had like a slight crisp to it, you know, like the potatoes specifically. And then while that was cooking, I ripped up some spinach into my bowl. You can obviously like cook the spinach in the air fryer with everything, but I prefer like a fresh spinach mixed in. And then I just added some avocado on top and some lime and hot sauce, and this was absolutely delicious. You can also meal prep it pretty easily. I think I came up with a good idea here. So that's part one of my Trader Joe's grocery haul. Okay, so I had to get some of Trader Joe's grab-and-go meals. You know, they have really good vegan options. They got wraps, salad bowls, they got a burrito or two. I don't know. So I got 3 things to try. I got the veggie hummus wrap, which I've never had before. They used to have a different veggie hummus wrap that I used to like, but it was also kind of bland. And then they had that rainbow wrap, which I didn't think was very good. I also don't really know if it was supposed to be for Pride or not. But anyways, now we have this creamy veggie hummus wrap, whatever it's called. I liked it, you know. I thought it was a decent option. I wouldn't get it again though. We will talk about why in a sec. But this is for hummus lovers only, because this is full of hummus. Just so much hummus in there. And you kind of got to strategically eat it so that you don't just eat like only veggies and then only hummus, because the hummus is like placed more on the butt of the wrap, you know. But that makes sense because they're trying to keep the veggies more crisp. And here's the reason why I would never buy that hummus wrap again, is because this wrap is far superior and the same price. So we got the spicy lentil wrap. It's so good. It is called spicy lentil wrap. It's quite mild though. Like, I wouldn't let that scare you if you're someone who doesn't like spicy stuff. It's very mild in my opinion. It's so good. Love it. The cabbage goes everywhere while you're eating it. The sauce is quite thin but very flavorful and adequately filling in my opinion. Today we are trying the peanut udon noodle salad. I bought 3 lunch items and then I'm kind of eating them like day by day. So I wanted to kind of see like how fresh they still stay like days later, because usually when I buy something like this from Trader Joe's, I'm like gonna eat it that day. I mean, it looks pretty decent, but what I realized as I was looking at it was that the sauce packet is like all the way on the bottom, like all the way. Can you even see this? It's all the way down there. That's just really silly, because like at least I'm at home and on my own kitchen table, but like I can't imagine if you're like at work or in your car and you're having to like dig to the bottom of this thing. I mean, thanks for like filling up the bowl, I guess, but already like I feel like I'd never buy this again. Just because it's so full and like you're not really gonna be able to stir it very well. Okay, it mostly looks fresh still. I hate asking for more plastic, but also like how are you supposed to stir it with this small of a bowl? Because they give you a lot of sauce though. Wow, it's so slimy, this bag, because of the rice noodles. Already my experience is, you know, not ideal. Here she is, like a real caramel sundae. Can I maybe put the lid on and kind of like, nope, I don't think anything's gonna happen. Well, you know, gonna stir, it's fine, okay. Ooh, that sauce is really, really good. It's really tangy. Why do they say this has 2.5 servings in it? That is so stupid. I mean, it seems like a decent amount of food for like a lunch, but it's just really not convenient. The noodles also seem a little... And now I'm showing you one of my favorite lazy foods, lazy ugly recipes that I make, you know, when I'm feeling lazy and just want to eat something. So we got some refried beans, some leftover sausage. sausage. I think it's like a chipotle sausage that I had left over that I was trying to get rid of. And I microwaved them a little bit with like a teeny bit of water before this so that they would roll up and not crack, you know? And I sprayed them with some olive oil and put them in the air fryer. And then I have some of this chimichurri sauce from Trader Joe's and also their salsa especial, which is just such a great name for a product, obviously. And this was supposed to be medium. I am not even a person that can take spice super well, and it tasted like tomato sauce. Like I was like, really, Trader Joe's? Trader Joe's is so weird when it comes to spice, because certain things they'll call it spicy or medium or whatever, and I'm like, this is extremely mild. And then other things, it doesn't even say spicy on it, and I'm like, why is it so spicy though? I don't know. Trader Joe's is weird to me, but this salsa, I would not recommend it. But yeah, so I love making these little rolled taco things in the air fryer. It's so easy, and then just using whatever, like if I have avocado or salsa or lime, whatever I have around, I just, you know, do something to give it flavor, and it's an easy little meal or snack. Here I'm making a little burrito out of random things in the fridge. Okay, so we got some refried beans, we got some of that leftover sausage, we got some Trader Joe's mozzarella style shreds, we got some Trader Joe's salsa, Trader Joe's chimichurri sauce, and some seasonings. You know, turned out great. What can I say? When you have low expectations, you live a happy life. And yeah, air fry everything because I'm lazy, and the air fryer is great. I also got the almond butter filled pretzel nuggets. I don't know how long they've had these, but it's the first time that I've ever heard of them. I have always loved the peanut butter pretzel nuggets, like one of the best store-bought snacks I could think of. They're absolutely addictive, but it's nice to see that people with peanut allergies can still enjoy the pretzel nuggets. Oh god, I just ripped it open really poorly. They were a bit more expensive than the peanut butter ones, so I don't know that I would really buy them again. You know, there's no reason for me not to eat peanut butter personally. I just wanted to try them and share that they exist. I don't know. They are good, but not as good to me as a peanut butter lover. They're definitely good though. I wonder if the peanut butter ones were this sweet, because they seem kind of more sweet than I expected. And I feel like the pretzel peanut butter ones weren't as sweet, but they're still good. Now this vegan brioche loaf. Oh my god, one of my favorite items. I really love it. Wow, tastes like a Hawaiian roll. Sweet Hawaiian roll, whatever they're called. It's so good. I tried one piece, just, you know, plain, super good, delicious, and then now I'm toasting it, which just means I'm putting it in the air fryer because I don't have a toaster. And I'm gonna put some of this, the best vegan butter, this Miyoko's Eat oat butter, and also some of the Trader Joe's fig butter on it. And I did burn it a little bit, I think, because it has like more sugar than other breads. It burned quicker. That's a thing, right? This is such a like peasant-y meal. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so, I feel so like old-timey eating this. This fig butter is very good if you really like figs. It's, I mean, I don't know why you would buy it if you didn't like figs, but it's very figgy. Like it's just like a deep fig flavor, but it really made me want to bake something with it, you know, like have some sort of like fig swirl cookies or like thumbprint cookies with it. I don't know. I talked a little bit about the Trader Joe's Consumer Choice Awards thing that they did online and how I wanted to buy all the vegan things from it. The best beverage or whatever was a sparkling apple juice. They had so many different sparkling drinks there. I couldn't find the apple one, so I was looking for something else. Oh, is it bad that I already had coffee and tea today for me to have a white tea now? I couldn't read anywhere on it if it has caffeine or not. Hey Google, does white tea have caffeine?
On the website garfieldmedicalcenter.com, they say white tea. This type of tea has the least amount of caffeine out of all teas with only 15 to 30 milligrams per 8-ounce serving.
Alright, I'm gonna have it then. But yeah, this is white tea with pomegranate juice. The packaging is just so nice. I really like it. They had like a black tea one with some other kind of fruit in it that I was tempted to get, but I decided to get the white tea one because I usually like to have sparkling beverages in the evening time, and so I thought like the one with least caffeine, you know. For someone who scrapbooks, I would save this packaging because it's like very beautiful. Oh, it's even cuter inside. That's so cute. 0 added sugars, which is also kind of why I wanted to get it. Some of their other soda things had a little bit of added sugar to them. I was about to get one, but then I was like, well, it's not that interesting of like a taste test, because like, okay, obviously like a sparkling fruit juice with added sugar is gonna be good, you know? So I thought this one would be more interesting to give an opinion on. It only has 5% juice. Yeah, so I don't know if it's gonna have much sweetness at all. Oh, it smells so good. I mean, I like it. I'm very biased because anything sparkling I just like, but I feel like I like every sparkling thing, even if it's bad. But no, this is pretty good. I think the tea is good. The tea part of it is good. I don't taste any pomegranate though, I feel like it just tastes like a sparkling tea with the added slight fruitiness and slight sweetness. Alright, so now I'm making a Trader Joe's grilled cheese with my Trader Joe's bread and my Trader Joe's cheese. I'm using the sourdough sandwich bread. It's kind of nice to have like a sourdough loaf that has like uniform slices, you know, because sometimes if you want to use sourdough for sandwiches, you get too many different sizes of slices and you get tiny ones and big ones. And I'm using the cheddar slices, which I don't love. I feel like they have a slight like sweetness to them. Also, I had a really hard time getting them to melt while I was making this. I also had a bit of a issue because my camera battery died in the middle of trying to make the sandwich. So I was having a little bit of a struggle. But like, you know, I'm trying to do that thing where you steam the cheese by putting a little bit of water in the pan and then putting the lid on. And it just was not melting. Like I had to do that so many times and I just felt like I was struggling more than I should be. So let me know what your experience has been with the Trader Joe's cheddar cheese slices. Is it me or do they not melt well? Also, this vegan bolognese sauce that I used for the pizza, you know how I said that the bolognese sauce reminded me of something like SpaghettiOs, right? Like a soup. So I was like, you know what I should do with the rest of it, because I don't really want to have it on pasta. I will use it as like a tomato soup for my grilled cheese to dip in. So it's kind of like dipping your grilled cheese in tomato soup, but it's thicker, almost better. It's like more of a dip, you know? Trader Joe's does not have my favorite milk selection. You know, usually when I go there, I'm not buying milk. I have my milks that I buy in other places. I don't ever buy their fridge oat milk because it has kind of a high sugar content in it, and like, no judgment, I'm not afraid of sugar, but also I like my milks to be less sweet or unsweetened so that I can use them for anything, you know? But I wanted to try this pantry milk and it sucked. I kind of like didn't expect it to be that great, but it was even worse than I thought. It was like quite watery, just not creamy. So not good for coffee. I feel like I had to add more creamer to make it creamy enough, but decent enough for like cereal, you know. And then the strawberry oat ice cream was absolutely delicious. Really, really loved it. It has almond brittle and candied strawberries in it, which is kind of fun. I'd probably prefer it to just be plain strawberry ice cream personally, but I liked the little add-ins in there. Trader Joe's, I personally believe that they have a great ice cream selection. However, I bought these oat ice cream sandwiches and I was really excited about them. I love ice cream sandwiches. It's cool that they're like a mini size so that if you just want a little bit of ice cream after dinner or whatever. But the ice cream is so underwhelming. I feel like it tastes like a low calorie ice cream, if you know what I mean. And then also the cookie part kind of just like dissolves too. But that made me wonder if I wasn't storing them properly, or maybe I let them melt at one point and then froze them again. Because I didn't like them, but I still wanted to eat them, I decided to make a little milkshake out of them. I added some frozen banana to it. I put 2 of the ice cream sandwiches in there. I tried to separate the cookie part from the ice cream so that I could blend the ice cream part into a milkshake and then add in most of the cookie part at the end. I don't know. It was really good, but it was a little bit overly sweet because of the banana. I probably should have just not put banana in it, but it was still good. And then here I'm trying the vegan Thai green curry. Don't love the packaging on this one. It feels kind of sad and like dystopian. Also, that's kind of fun in a way. I really appreciate how they give you a lot of rice for this. I feel like a lot of the time microwave meals have like no rice, and I think it's because they're trying to keep the carbs down. But maybe because this one's marketed toward vegans, they're like, we don't need to keep the carbs down. These people love carbs. It seems like not that much food, but it's more filling than it looks. looks, I guess. I liked it, but it seemed maybe like a bit too sweet. And I don't know if that's an abrupt place to end the video, but that's all the things that I tried for this video. I'll put on the screen a few things that I thought about buying but didn't end up buying for whatever reason. Please comment what your guys' favorite products from Trader Joe's are, or anything that you really don't recommend, because I would love to know. I personally love Trader Joe's. I feel like I have a lot of good memories associated with Trader Joe's, and they're just very useful for vegans. Like, let's just be real. They have some good vegan alternatives, and I think it's generally affordable compared to a lot of other health food stores. So I think that's why they have a good reputation among vegans. But anyways, thank you for watching, and especially sticking around to the end. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, and eat something good, and goodbye.